And today it's ESP 053 400 2135. This particular section of Mars is quite amazing, and that's because there are various structures that could, in fact, be buildings, machines, crafts, various types of architectural designs, like staircases and whatnot. And this area was originally probed by Mr. Joe White of Art Alien TV. We're going to look at some other areas around the perimeter of that area. And there's some regions that you've got to see, and of course, to come up with your own reasoning and extrapolation. Let's get right to it again. Thank you. We're zooming in on ESP underscore 053 400 underscore 2135. And this particular area of Mars is very particular. And we're going to look at other areas. Mr. Joe White of Art Alien has looked at the shapes around this area. And we're going to look at some other areas, such as here, 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 and around here. Just a few of some further regions. And if you just go over this, you'll find that you can be here for quite a long, long time. And I'll show you why. Now, I'll just stay with the original image without changing anything at first. When we move the focus up a bit, and if we just zoom in a bit to certain areas, you can see that there are structures inside of these so-called craters, particularly right here. I rotated this around actually, and also in these areas here. And just zooming in a bit more, you can see that these look very peculiar. Are these walls? Is this some type of an entrance for crafts to enter and exit? And these look very circular, almost too good to be by chance, to be designed by chance. See what I mean? There we go. There's quite an entrance there, quite an area. Concave entrance and exit. There does seem to be various structural designs on the outside and inside of this particular so-called crater, and here as well. Of course, you'll have to make up your own reasoning and arrive at your own prognosis, but going in a bit further without getting too pixelated, you can see what I mean. There is definitely something inside of these so-called craters. Pure speculation, of course, but you'll have to come up with your own ideas. Now, if you look at this area carefully, that doesn't look too natural, of course, could be an entrance, some type of cave entrance or whatnot. It is fascinating, you must admit. Was that area? Okay. Even inside here, these seem to be walls or whatnot. And if we really zoom in at this particular structure, you can see that there does appear to be partitions on the inside of this area. I'll just zoom back in a bit. You see what I mean right here? This whole particular structure. And by using the probing tools, you can come up with a lot of thoughts, ideas, and whatnot. Of course, these are just a few of the areas. There are many, many more that you could explore at your leisure. This is very interesting as well. Seems to be some type of vertical structure on the side here. Seems to be something inside here. And as you go over some of these various clips or areas of focus, you can come up with your own imagination. Consider these areas here, all over the place actually. And before we leave for now, we must go over what we've just come over, and of course all of the different structures and whatnot that we've probed today with the various tools and whatnot. Of course, some of these structures could in fact be entrances and exits for craft or whatnot, but are these craters strictly, or are they something else? When you look at the different designs inside and around the perimeter of the quote craters, it might be something else. And of course, by getting some more detail on this, you could discern many types of architectural design patterns, i.e., buildings, machines, craft, entrances, exits, and whatnot. And of course, it really gets you to come up with your own reasoning. I hope you found this enjoyable, and please continue with your particular interests regarding your space exploration. Until next time, Nanian saying thank you. Let's game.